Hello everyone, I hope you are doing fine, and I think I can take now off the gloves because we are comparing today the Epiphone Les Paul Classic Custom Pro against the Harley Benton SC550. My hands are now wet, and I already made all the photos and videos and stuff, so let's start. So here we are in the corner of my living room. On the left side the Epiphone, on the right side the Harley Benton SC550. Of course, we can already say or see that both guitars are beautiful, I think. But I don't know, I don't think I'm alone with this. The Epiphone shape, the original Gibson Les Paul shape, that's what my heart beats for. More than on the other side. I just cannot get used to this horn here, this little sharp horn. It always gets me a little bit off from the shape, but it's a beautiful guitar for sure. And now let me show you what we are comparing here today. This is the Harley Benton, okay, 248 euros. And this is the Epiphone, 548 euros. Okay, so we got here 300 euros in difference. And yeah, that's a lot, okay? That's really a lot, I think. And if I'm not wrong, the SC550 from Harley Benton, that's, I would say, top of the line model from Harley Benton in single cut shapes. And we got on the left side the Epiphone Custom Classic, which is, I'm not sure. There are some Les Paul shapes that are more pricier from Epiphone, but I would say it's something like top of the line too. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, 548 against 248, so we could afford two Harley Bentons. Yeah, and still had 50 euro left in our portemonnaie of German, you know, where you put your money in. What are the differences exactly? Or let me start with the stuff they got in common. Both single cut guitars, of course, both got mahogany bodies, both got mahogany necks, both got a maple top, and on the Harley Benton is a maple veneer, a flamed maple veneer, high-grade veneer, looks really nice. We got a 3-way switch on both guitars, 2 volume knobs, 2 tone pots, tailpiece, and Tune-o-matic bridge, and I cannot say that something is on one guitar better than on the other. I cannot really say. The 3-way switches, they feel the same, even maybe the Harley Benton a little bit better. It's not as easy to move as on the Epiphone. We got here a little bit play, and here we got almost no play. Can you see that here? Quality-wise, the Tune-o-matic bridges are, in my opinion, almost the same. They got both this little wire here, they feel the same, maybe they are even the same, but I don't think so. On the backside of the Epiphone, we got really a Epiphone printing, and I'm not sure what we got here, but yeah, they feel the same, and the tailpieces the same. There are no differences so far. We got, of course, Gibson pickups and Wilkinson pickups, very different pickups, I think. I did not compare them before this video. We will do this really together. This is really a live comparison today. Yeah, and the rest is aesthetics, what you like more. I love black Les Pauls, I have to say, I really do. But the Harley Benton, of course, got its own aesthetics and looks cool. Of course, feel-wise, I would say the Epiphones are easier to move. But something interesting here is the both volume pots are easier to move than the tone pots. And these are push-pull pots. And here we got standard tone pots, standard pots. So yeah, they feel different. And here on the Harley Benton, they all feel the same. Sadly, I got no SC450 from Harley Benton. That's a lower priced model, but it got the same features than the Epiphone. On the SC450 Plus, you got the you got the coil split modes too. But sadly, I got just the SC550, which is a higher priced model, but it doesn't got the coil split for some reason. And if I remember right, it's because the Wilkinsons, you cannot coil split them, but I'm not sure right now. Quality-wise, what I have to say is the Epiphone is got a better lacquer, a better polish. It's really mirror-like. And the Harley Benton is a little bit, you know, it got this little orange peel you got sometimes. So I would say the Epiphone, you know, the finishing is better on the Epiphone. But something I have to say is that the binding, the scraping of the binding is on the Harley Benton better. The fretboard wood we got here on the Epiphone is rosewood, and we got rose acer on the Harley Benton. And some of you maybe don't know what rose acer is. It's a type of treated maple, so it looks like rosewood. I know it sounds now like something artificial or something, but no, it's good resonant material. But we got real rosewood on the Epiphone. And something I can say here is that the rosewood fretboard of the Epiphone is really smooth, and the Harley Benton got a little rougher fretboard. It's not much, but it's there. But on the other hand, I can say that the treatment of the fret ends and the overall treatment of the frets is better on the Harley Benton than on the Epiphone. Now let's go to the nut and the headstocks. Yeah, design-wise, it's up to you what you like better. I know there are many people that don't like the Epiphone headstock. But I have to say, I honestly like the Epiphone headstock. Maybe I just got used to it over all the years. But yeah, the Harley Benton headstock is more Gibson-like, if you want. It's a little bit wider, and it almost got this open book headstock. Let me say you something about the nut. We got a bow nut on the Harley Benton for sure. And it's nicely slotted, no tuning issues. And again, if you saw my review of the Epiphone, I'm not sure what we got here. Is it bone, is it plastic? I'm not so sure. It's high gloss, it's a really glossy nut, and it's not very well slotted on my model here. I know it's not common, but on my model here it's not well slotted, and I got some tuning issues, especially with the D and the G string. Okay, let us quickly compare here truss rod covers. You can see here the Les Paul Custom Classic truss rod cover, and I have to say it's for sure a better looking truss rod cover. Let me get this here a little bit higher. It's a better looking truss rod cover for sure than on the Harley Benton. Harley Benton's always got cheap looking truss rod covers for some reason. I don't think that the truss rod covers, different truss rod covers would cost them so much more. But yeah, it's just the way it is. And here I can show you quickly the nut again. Can you see that? Very tight on the D and the G string especially. And here on the Harley Benton, a rougher nut for sure, but I got no tuning issues with this nut, okay? Let me show you quickly here the Rose Acer fretboard again of the Harley Benton. Can you see it's shiny, but not as shiny as on the Epiphone. I hope you can see how shiny the Epiphone fretboard is. It's a really smooth fretboard, okay? I need a little break from the comparison right now. Komm schon näher. He's a little bit shy. Come. Not so nice today here. A little bit stormy. Look at the sky. Take a little breath and then we will start. So, and here we are back in full view. You can probably see me here in the back side of the Epiphone. And I think the mirroring of my windows here in the back, you can already see how mirror-like the Epiphone is. And this orange peel here, can you see it? This orange peel here in the Harley Benton. So again, the finishing of the Epiphone is better, but that's something honestly I expect on a guitar that costs 300 euro more. And yeah, let's look at the designs and you will see the Epiphone of course goes here with the old shape. And I have to say, as much as I love this old Les Paul design, I was never a fan of this design here. It's not very user-friendly. I mean, of course, you get used to it. I'm used to it. Most of the Les Paul players get used to it. But I think everyone has to agree that you have to fight in this area a little bit more. Of course, the new design on the Harley Benton is playing-wise better. It got this angle here, and you can reach the last fret very easily. You can go with your thumb more towards the neck pickup, you know, than here. Here you have to fight and to stretch with your hand. And here on the Harley Benton, you got no problems with it. But again, the Harley Benton got this sharp edge here, and design-wise, just from the aesthetics, I like, of course, the old Les Paul shape more or better or whatever you call it. But I think you get it. But otherwise, everything here is the same. I mean, look at the cavities, the electronic covers. Everything is here almost the same. But of course, the Epiphone got a binding on the backside and the SC550 not. But that's just because, yeah, we got here different models. There are Harley Benton guitars that got the binding on the back too. It just, yeah, we are comparing here different models, different colors and stuff. So let me quickly compare here the thickness, 4.8 centimeters, 5.2 millimeters, 5.2 centimeters. So the Harley Benton SC550 is a little bit thicker. And I will show you here a picture of the input jacks. So is there more we can compare here? Okay, let me say the angles here of the headstocks are the same on both guitars. There are no differences. At least that's how it looks to me. I will not now measure something here. It seems like they got the same angle. So here we are looking at the tuners, and we got here the Epiphone Deluxe tuners, and we got here no-name tuners, but the Thomann side says Deluxe tuners too. And I have to say the Harley Benton ones doesn't feel as good as the Epiphone ones. And I have to say I'm already not impressed with the Epiphone ones, but they are still better than the Harley Benton ones. Don't get me wrong, they do their job, okay? They are working, but they don't feel smooth in any way here. And they feel different on almost every string, but they do the job. And therefore I leave it on, and I have to say I like the way they look, okay? I like the contrast between the white and the dark red. Yeah, and like I already said, I'm not impressed with the Epiphone ones too, but they are, in a comparison here right now, they are better. So the next, we got here a slim taper neck profile on the Epiphone, which feels nice. It feels like a D. We got here much shoulders, and I'm doing a lot of fingerprints here right now. Idiot. And it feels nice. And we got on the Harley Benton SC550. Please don't get confused. The satin look I did myself. They are normally high gloss, like here, like the back side, okay? The necks are normally high gloss. I made it satin. And the neck is a C shape. A nice feeling C shape. And it's a little bit thicker than on the Epiphone one. Okay, let me go now the extra mile and open up the electronic cavities. If you saw my Epiphone review, the Epiphone got no graphite lacquer, no shielding in it, no shielding on the back side of the cover. We got, of course, again here 2 push-pull pots, and the soldering itself is nice, what I can see here. They use, for the pickups, they use this solderless connection system, which can be a problem if you want to switch pickups. If you want to put a Seymour Duncan in it, you have to start soldering in some way. And on the Harley Benton, everything is shielded here. We got graphite lacquer, we got this foil here on the back side of the cover. Yeah, again, everything shielded, but like I said, the SC550 got no coil split function, sadly, so we can just compare humbucker sounds. And of course, the point would go here to the Epiphone because it can do coil split. But if we look at shielding, the Harley Benton wins, okay? 500K pots, and yeah, I cannot see here something special. Everything looks okay. It's made in China pots, and we got here made in Korea pots. It seems like funny, okay? The Epiphone is made in China, but the pots are made in Korea, and I think the Harley Benton, everything is made in China. But in my opinion, it doesn't have to say anything bad about the guitar. And by the way, the capacitors on both guitars are exactly the same. Let me show you the gear we are using today. We will go with the guitar into the Harley Benton Vintage Overdrive. That's a Tube Screamer clone. Into the Harley Benton Ultimate Drive. That's something like an OCD clone. Very nice pedals. I will always let you know when I activate one of them. Maybe we are using the Harley Benton D-Seat for some delay effects, but I'm not sure right now. But I will let you know. They are both powered with the Harley Benton power plant. Great. Power bank if you need one. Into my Ignator tweaker, this lovely little amp, 15 watts. We will use the British mode, and this is my EQ setting. Into my lovely Dozer cabinet with the Jensen Falcon speaker, 1x12 cabinet, mic'd up with an Electro Voice C04. Into my Xbox gamepad, no, into my 11 rack, just as an interface, and then we are recording into Reaper, okay? And that's it. Let's start. By the way, both guitars got the same strings on. We got 10 to 46 D'Addario strings on both guitars, fresh strings, okay? So now let's start. Let's quickly compare the volume pot just of the bridge pickup, okay? Now let's compare the tone pot, but just of the neck pickup. They sound very different, don't they? I am personally always very interested in the clean tones of the neck humbucker. So let me do here a quick comparison. In the USA mode, that's the Fender mode, with the neck pickup and the volume on 7 on both guitars right now, okay? And let's give it a little bit delay with the D seat. So we are in the British mode again. I am activating the vintage overdrive. That's the Tube Screamer clone, bridge humbucker, okay? Now let's activate the ultimate drive, and I will play on the bridge pickup with the volume on 5, and while I play switch to full, switch to 10, okay? On both guitars, okay? Let's continue. Neck pickups. Okay, now ultimate drive and the vintage overdrive. So that's my metal sound, something like this, hard rock sound, okay? And we will focus now more on the bridge pickups. Let's check out drop tuning with the bridge pickup. Ah, cool, the sun is coming out. Honestly, comparisons like this are really exhausting. I have to switch the guitars 1,000 times, check that I play almost the same, exactly as good as I can. So we are in my garden again. Very exhausting to record comparisons like this. And yeah, the Harley Benton against the Epiphone. Two different guitars, to be honest. The Epiphone feels more modern. Got a slim taper neck, got a thinner neck, and the Harley Benton is more focused to feel like a classic Les Paul, and that's what it does. I was surprised by the sound differences. Like I said, I did not compare them before this video, and I was surprised how much brighter and maybe a little bit clearer the Harley Benton sounds. The Wilkinson pickups are doing a nice job, but if you want the fat Les Paul sound, you will have to go probably with the Epiphone. That's what I hear here. What can I add? They are both balanced guitars. They weight almost the same. I don't got the Harley Benton weight in my head right now, but they should be both around 3.7 kilograms. Yeah, the one big difference, of course, is the price. 248 euro against 548 euro of the Epiphone. That's a huge difference. Probably because of the Gibson pickups, but do they sound really much better? That's up to you. Please hear for yourself. I will not cut out some frequencies or something. You really get just the pure sound. Will be probably a long video again, but yeah. If I want to show you everything, that's how it works, okay? So, maybe something I can add is that the Epiphone comes with a pickguard, and the Harley Benton don't, just to let you know. And that's it. I hope you liked it. Please come in my Facebook groups, Thomann and Harley Benton support group and affordable guitar, bass and gear porn, and then we can talk about it. About the guitars, about what you heard. You can, of course, write in the comments below what you think. I honestly got no winner or loser here, okay? So have a nice day, bye bye.